Hi there guys, Sean here from 5-Star Marine today. We're going to be heading out on the sea today and we're going to go and explore the Phang Nga Bay, James Bond Island area. In fact, we're the first company in Phuket to take Sandbox travelers out there. Actually, back in July, we also were the first company to take Sandbox travelers out to PP. So if you are in Phuket right now, part of the Sandbox program, and you would like to get out to Phang Nga Bay or James Bond Island, it is possible. There are a few hoops that we need to jump. I'm going to put up a graphic now to show you some of the rules. Firstly, we need to make sure that we have your ID card or passport the day before. We also need to have a copy of your vaccination record the day before. We need to register you to go on tour with the national park and also with the local government in Phang Nga Bay. Once we've done that, we just need proof that you've completed your first 14 days of your Sandbox, so you can go on day 15 forward out to Phang Nga Bay. And don't think because the 7+7 model's in that you can go out earlier. That's not possible. You can only go on tour outside of the province that you're staying in on the 15th day. So if you'd like to go on tour while you're in province, places like Russia and Coral are still open for you. We need your More China app on the day so we can check your More China app and check you out. And finally, while you're out on tour, we're going to stop here at Koh Yao Noi and we're going to get a COVID test. Koh Yao Noi is part of Phang Nga Bay. So the basic tour program today is we're going to leave out of Boat Lagoon, we're going to Yao Noi do a quick COVID test. Once we've done that, we're going to go and sightsee at Koh Phanak. We're going to explore the caves at Koh Hong. We're going to have a picnic lunch at James Bond Island. This is the famous James Bond Island from the man with a golden gun. So you might even see some James Bond poses there as we go through this tour today. Once we finish at James Bond Island, we're going to drop past Koh Phanyi. Koh Phanyi is a floating village out there in Phang Nga Bay. It's a village actually that here at 5-Star Marine we've been supporting via our food relief project. We're just out there actually a week ago providing some food relief to that island. So it'd be great to visit there with some tourists. Once we finished at Koh Phanyi, then we're going to come back, pick up our COVID test results, go to Naka Noi for a bit of swimming, then maybe see the sunset as we cruise back into the pier at Phuket Boat Lagoon. Today the weather is a little bit cloudy, but this is actually perfect weather for Phang Nga Bay. When you walk into Phang Nga Bay or sit on the boat and go into Phang Nga Bay, you'll see that it's really like stepping into Jurassic Park. Over 40 plus islands out in that area. Limestone rock formations are amazing. The stalactites are just next level. Canoeing through the caves, all that and more on today's tour of Phang Nga Bay and James Bond Island. So if you'd like to join, please feel free to contact us here at 5-Star Marine. We'd love to get you out. Pretty proud here to be the first company to be taking customers into Phang Nga Bay. So all our tours start here at Phuket Boat Lagoon. Once we've boarded the boat and left the office, we head out through a little channel in a speed controlled area. As you come out from the channel, you can go left and head towards Phang Nga Bay or right and out to PP Island. Today we're going left. And we're heading across first stop to Koh Yao Noi. There is a line here in the water where the province of Phuket ends and the province of Phang Nga starts. Once we cross that island, we will need a COVID test to come back into Phuket. So here we are, we're actually at Yao Noi now. We've got a quick taxi up to the hospital where they're going to do an antigen test. This is not an RT-PCR test, it's a quicker version of the test and it's a lot cheaper as well. I'm about 600 baht today to get the test done. Once we've got the test done, we're back onto the bus, down to the boat, and we can continue with the rest of the tour. Now, for those of you who are wondering, is it really necessary to get the COVID test at Koh Yao Noi? It is. It's part of our re-entry rules into Phuket. We have to provide a copy of the test results to the Marine Police prior to coming back to Phuket. Once we're back on the boat though, we're out on tour for the rest of the day, out into this beautiful Phang Nga Bay area. As I said before, it's really like entering Jurassic Park. As you can see, it's really green right now. This is part of the wet season, making it nice and green for us as well. And there we go, one of the largest stalactites here at Koh Phanak. Koh Phanak, also known as Monkey Island here in the Phang Nga Bay area. This lagoon here is Panak Lagoon, literally one of the nicest lagoons that you can enter, and to see it like this with no people, just stunning and totally worth it. Here we're now at Hong Phang Nga, now not to be confused with Hong Lagoon in Hong Krabi, this is Hong in Phang Nga. Here we are now moving into probably the most famous island in our area, James Bond Island from the movie Man with a Golden Gun. Now, this island normally is overrun with tourists. We talk 2,000-3,000 people on this island. As you can see right now, no one here, literally just us and the national park. Now, you have to ask yourself, was it worth the COVID test? And looking at this, seeing James Bond Island like this, my view and the view of our customer here right now, it's a yes. Totally worth it. In fact, I'll show you some footage now of what James Bond Island looked like pre-pandemic. And as you can see, it's just overrun with tourists, but here it is right now, no people, and this beautiful staircase leads us back onto the boat. So we're going to have a quick picnic lunch here at James Bond Island, and that's amazing. Normally we can't even do that because there's too many people on the island and we have to keep moving. So after our picnic lunch, we're going to get back on the boat. And once we're back on the boat, we're going to just cruise through the bay a little bit more. As I said, over 40 islands in here. It's really visually the most stunning area that you've ever seen. In fact, I think the only thing that can compare a little bit to it is Hanoi Bay in Vietnam. Now we're going to pull up and we're going to actually jump into a canoe now, and we're going to have a canoe guide who's going to take us through the mangroves here and have a bit of an exploration. So don't worry, if you're not someone who likes to paddle, you don't actually have to paddle. We're on the canoe here with a guide. He's a local guide and he's happy to be getting a little bit of extra money today to be taking us in through the mangroves. Duck your head though, because some of these caves are low-lying, and look at that, just absolutely stunning. Really miss being out in Phang Nga Bay. Probably one of my most favorite tours is this tour. Just so stunning. Here we go, we've asked our customer today to have a bit of a paddle. He's enjoying it out there. And here we are looking at some of the mangroves as we're still out on the canoe. A little bit slower pace obviously than the 5-star Marine speedboat there. Once we're finished exploring the caves and the mangroves here by canoe, we're going to head back to the 5-star Marine speedboat and continue on with the tour. To do that though, we have to go through this little last cave entrance and into this beautiful lagoon. This is one of the major features, I believe, of Phang Nga Bay. While James Bond Island itself is really stunning, and now it's stunning with no people, I truly love the mangroves and the hidden lagoons and caves that are in Phang Nga Bay. It's a great sightseeing tour with some great lagoon swimming as well. So we're back on the boat now, and we're transitioning on to our next stop. Right about now, our COVID test should almost be ready. So when we do finish tour today, we're going to head on back to Koh Yao Noi to pick up our test results to use to re-enter into Phuket. Here's Koh Phangi. Koh Phangi is a floating village out here in Phang Nga Bay. As I did say, this is a village that's been devastated by COVID. We've been supporting them with life bags out here for some time now. And this village is also well known for its floating football pitch. There's a whole YouTube video about how the children built the floating football pitch and then became sub-district champions. It's a really great video. I'd suggest watching it. But this village is the first floating village out in this area. It's all built on stilts. A little connection to the land, but very, very small, and that's only for the local mosque. As you can see, this bay really is just so stunning. Some people think when they fly into Phuket that they're flying over a mountain range. What they're actually doing is flying over Phang Nga Bay. Just so lucky to be out here with no tourists and no boats and no other customers. Just like a private tour of this amazing national park. I'm going to say to you again, was a COVID test worth it? In my view and the view of my crew and our customer on board today, totally worth it. This is a once in a lifetime experience. Having a bit of a beach stop now. Going to relax on the beach, then pick up our COVID test results, and then head on back to mainland. That beach we were just at was actually featured in a film called The Mechanic. It's a Jason Statham action film from quite some time ago. They filmed a lot of the scenes actually here at Koh Yao Yai at Lemhat Beach. Heading up to our last stop for the day, but it wasn't on the tour plan, but we've managed to find this little island called Koh Pair, where in low tide it's got this amazing little beach. So that's the end of the tour today. We're going to head on back to Phuket Boat Lagoon. We've got our test results, we're all negative, so we're all able to re-enter Phuket. To wrap it all up, I would say to you that honestly, in my view, that as of right now, that Phang Nga Bay has never looked better than it does right now. To be able to go out into the entire Phang Nga Bay area, to be able to do that and not have any other boats or any other customers, and have the whole entire national park, and we're talking 40 plus islands up here, just to yourself, well, it's worth the extra 600 baht for the COVID test and the slight inconvenience of needing to stop to do it. But as you can see, like, really was not a lot of time spent doing it, and it's really quite a good system that we have in play here at 5 Star Marine. So if you are here in Phuket and you feel like that maybe you're not going to come back for a couple of years, or maybe you're not going to come back again, well, I would say to you, take the chance, take the leap of faith, head on out into Phang Nga Bay, explore it now like it's never been before. And if you have any questions about getting out there on tour in Phang Nga Bay, feel free to contact us here at 5 Star Marine.